Hey everyone, this is Lynn from Waxing Moon Witches. Hope we're all doing well and not too bored. So today I thought we would have a little lesson on how to make warding salt. So warding salt is great for protection. You can also use it in cleansing things as well. Stephanie and I and our friend Rob had a while back created some warding salt together. We used that in doing a grimoire blessing for our new grimoires that we had gotten. So I thought it might be fun to show you guys how to make some warding salt. It's something that you can put around your house if you want to. I have pets, so I'm not going to really put it on my floor or anything like that because I just don't want them to be licking it up, and one of them would. But you can also put it around the outside boundary of your house. If you're having some little ghosty problems after you do your cleansing and get them all out, putting some warding salt around will help keep your house clean. It can also be used to bless any new tools or objects that you have. So, how do we make warding salt? It's very simple. I have a gigantic pantry. I don't know if you've ever noticed it this way. You can't really see it very well today, but I have an entire bookcase full of herbs. I make my own blends for incense, for teas, in my oils. So it's something that I have a lot of on hand. But if you don't, I'm going to show you some everyday household items that you can use when you're making warding salt. So we're going to have a little mixture of both. Now, obviously you're going to need salt. When we made it in the past, we used sea salt. I don't have any sea salt in my house. Well, I'm going to use whatever I have. And right now I have Himalayan pink salt. So that's what I'm going to use. If you have table salt, use table salt. It really doesn't matter. Salt is going to be salt in this kind of a situation. So I'm going to put some salt in the bowl. And you can make as little or as much as you want. It's always good to have around. So we're going to use herbs that are great for protection, that will keep things away. So a lot of these will be used in exorcisms. You get the idea. Yucky's out, let all the good in. So first we're going to use some burdock root. You can put as little or as much as you want in. Use your intuition here. So burdock root is great for protection and healing. Because I have a fair amount of these things, I'm just going to throw a handful in. Ugh, it doesn't smell great. Next we're going to use Calamus. Calamus is good for luck, healing, money, protection. All of those things are great for your household. So we're going to put that in. When you're doing something like this, if you can, obviously you can look up all of this stuff on the internet, but I really like to have a good resource in my house, and one of my favorites is Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. It's a very, very handy book to have. Next, I'm going to put in some carnation. Now, carnation is great for protection, strength, and healing. So these are some carnations that I had gotten a while back and then just dried and took all of the petals. So we're going to put some carnations in there because we want protection, strength, and healing. As you add these things, obviously you're going to be focusing on your intent as you put each item in. Next, cinnamon. If you don't have cinnamon chips, oh, that smells so much better than the burdock root. If you don't have cinnamon chips, pull out the cinnamon from your pantry, sprinkle some in. It'll do the job. It's still cinnamon. It's great for spirituality, success, healing, power, protection, psychic powers, love, passion, all kinds of good stuff. So because it is good for power, protection, success, healing, we're going to put that in our warding salt. Next, we have cloves. So these are just whole cloves. Now cloves are great for protection, also for exorcism, love, and money. And then next, we're going to use one of my favorite ingredients. This is dragon's blood. I think you can get it powdered, but I tend to just get the big chunks, and I'm gonna grind it up, and it's pretty easy to grind up in my mortar and pestle because dragon's blood is actually a resin. So this is what it looks like, pretty simple. So you can see I haven't done much and it's already, you know, almost into a powder. There's a little bit of stuff in here from the last thing that I did. That's totally fine, I don't mind. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour that in there. That's good. Plenty. Like I said, you don't need a ton of each ingredient. So another one that I'm going to use is Dulse. This is actually a seaweed, and I had this in my cabinet. Dulse is great for lust and harmony. So because it's good for harmony, that's the intention we're going for. I don't know that we need some lustful warding salt, but hey, if that's what you want, you do you, man. So I'm just going to add a little bit of, we want some harmony into the home, right? And next, is fern. There's a wooded area behind my house, and there's a ton of ferns in there. So towards the end of the summer, I snipped off some of the fern leaves and dried them. Fern is a great underutilized plant. So fern is good for protection, luck, riches, health, and exorcism. Doesn't want to come apart. So I'm just going to kind of, I don't really need, you could do this in the mortar and pestle too, I suppose, but I don't really need to. I don't mind having some long stems in there. That's fine with me. And then the last thing I'm going to put in is some rue. Now, rue is used a lot, as is calamus, in hoodoo. A lot of my magic incorporates hoodoo practices into it. I have a lot of respect for it. So rue is a wonderful, wonderful herb. It is great for healing, for health, exorcism, love. If you need to take like a cleansing bath, you put some rue in there, it's perfect. So because we want the exorcism, the healing, the health aspect of it, we're going to put it in our warding salt. So after you get all of your items in there, we're going to give it a good mix. And as you're mixing it, you're just going to, state your intentions, whether in your head or aloud, whatever works best for you. And when you feel like you're done, there you go. You have warding salt. Now, I like to put it in a jar and just let it sit on my altar for a couple of days. You don't have to do that, but it's just something that I like to do. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I'm happy to answer anything. I hope you stay healthy, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Hey, everyone. Oh, cat hair flew in my eyeball. I don't know who I'm talking to. Nobody's here. And it was wonderful. Okay. But I don't have... Really? Oh. Okay. I have an entire bookcase. Oh, and a hair. Gross. Okay. Don't need that. No personal concerns in this warding salt. I don't know why I'm having so hard saying goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye.